Hello Gemini, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today we will be doing a love and relationship reading for you. Remember that this is a general read, it's not a personal read. Take what's for you and leave the rest. Sticking around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take it the read from the time you see the read. Take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We are going to be starting with a Priestess of Light Oracle, and then we will pull a Dark Mirror as well. See what may be going on for you guys. I feel a very positive vibe here right off the bat. We have clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. Okay. I feel like there's a strong connection between you and your partner. There's a strong connection between you and someone else. I feel like someone that you don't know as well. So we have sacrifice. Sacrifice. You know, she kind of reminds me of the Queen of Swords here, which is, well, I'm a Gemini as well, so this is like our energy sitting here. So it made me feel like the Queen of Swords. I feel like there's been a lot of sacrifices in your life up until now. You've given up a lot of the things that you wanted to do in life, maybe to raise a family or to back someone else in their career. I feel like the time has come up because I really do feel a good vibe. I know that is sometimes more of a dark card, but I feel like the sacrifices that you have made, whether financially, it was all for love, right? And I feel like this is culminating to a time when you can see it. You can see it coming ahead of time. All right. Being very in touch with your feelings, being very, it feels like a very positive vibe here. I'm going to, read for the clairvoyance here. The Oracle of Delphi gazes into her scrying bowl, patiently waiting for the images to take shape. She knows that a message is coming, so she remains peaceful and unafraid. These are 2 steps to her process, however. Once she receives the information, which often comes in the form of a riddle, she must interpret its meaning. This process applies to your intuitive experience as well. Whether you realize it or not, you do have the ability to receive important messages from Spirit. You also have the wisdom to make accurate interpretations. This card is telling you it's time to let go of old doubts and open up to your own clairvoyant process. Oh. There is something you must know about your auricular powers. There is no wrong seeing. Everything exists in energetic potential. As the energy changes, the outcomes you see will change as well. Be open to receiving and patient in your interpretations. Trust yourself, for you are the oracle of your eternal life. I feel like some of you here have the tendency, you get these feelings, right? And you seem... You're really, especially when you're in a phase where you're really in touch with everything. It's like, oh, I dreamt about this, or I do this all the time. This is the story of my life here. Constantly, split second, I can think about something for a split second, and if I don't act upon it, it's whatever it is going to happen. Something happens revolving around it. I do it all the time, and I feel like that some of you are coming in touch with that and being able to see some things ahead of time, but it's always a riddle. It's always I don't always react when I should. I like, oh, that's why I saw that, or that's why I felt that, right? I feel like this is what's happening here, and there's some things that are beginning to come into play here. A certain time, I feel like a certain timing. Maybe it's about, I feel like maybe some of you keep on looking, you happen to look up at the clock and it's at the same time, right? It's 111 or 1111, right? Something to that effect. Not exactly ones. It could be 2s, 3s, 4s. I just feel like you keep seeing these things, and it's the riddle. You got to figure out, look up, Google it, or whatever, means of internet you use. And but be very careful, because we are into the Mercury retrograde. So internet is kind of at this time. This may be the more of the confusion because we're affected more by it because it's our ruler, right? So you might need to watch out for that because it might be something. I feel like there's something that you are feeling is could be an omen or a bad sign when in reality it's misconstrued because that's what Mercury retrograde does. When he's moving in the wrong direction, we get things get lost in the communication. Okay, so just so you're aware. I suddenly felt like somebody, you might misinterpret what your significant other says or has said or is doing. Um, um, it just, I'm not thinking of, I'm thinking of like it's something like it's just something they say casually and you misinterpret what's being said. This may cause an argument, just so you're aware. So before you say anything, think about what they said and the meaning behind it. All right, Gemini, let's get into the body of your read at this time. We have the Empress. Very creative, making things happen. I feel like you are a hard worker and you go through life finding out the way to get something done the easiest way possible, right? The smooth, not so much the easiest way, but the smoothest transitions. All right, this Empress could also imply pregnancy or family. So watch out for someone. It could be you find out you're going to be a grandma or a grandpa for the first time, okay? So just to be aware that this may come about around this time. I do feel like something coming to fruition as well with this Empress. I feel like you've worked very hard, and I'm looking at the sacrifice. You made a lot of sacrifices, but it's paying off at this time. When it comes to your happiness and family and home, I feel. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse here. That kind of feels like you, maybe this, these messages that you're seeing, you don't, I feel like it's in the reverse because like, don't overlook them worrying about something else, thinking that something else is negative or waiting for a ball to drop. That's not going to happen. It's something good. You're moving in a better direction. I do feel like I feel like somebody's been waiting on. You never really went on a certain vacation. There's something that you want to do. It could be a cruise. It could be it feels like a vacation of some sort that you maybe the best laid plans in the past, something always happened and you didn't have enough money to go, or maybe you may be hit with a surprise from your significant other that and they're setting up a trip to where it is that you wanted to go, always wanted to go, okay? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. These came out together. We have the Hermit in the reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You're very focused at this time. I feel like you're not alone. The Hermit is a solitary kind of energy and really delving into looking at you. I feel like you've already been going through this phase, right? You made a lot of sacrifices because you could see ahead, right? You can see ahead that, wow, everything's going to be wonderful. I just got to stick it out, sacrifice what I have to sacrifice, whether it be time or effort or putting things on hold. That might be about this vacation. This might be about a trip to go somewhere. At any rate, it feels like with this in the reverse, this could be past tense, right? This could be, I feel like with these together, because the Knight of Pentacles is kind of slow. It took a while for you to get to wherever, and you really were focused on what you wanted to do or where you wanted to go. And this could be actual traveling. I feel like the Hermit in the reverse could be the past. You've really been focusing on for a long time something you wanted to do, somewhere you wanted to go. I do feel like a surprise coming in here, okay? I do feel like a surprise travel coming in here. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is saying the Six of Cups can be about reminiscing, right? Looking back over your life and looking at the past and the things that have happened and the effort put in or the people you've dealt with, right? And it's in the reverse. This could be past tense. I feel like it also is talking of no longer having to imagine or think about uh, what you have to do in the future or what you've done in the past, and that something is coming to fruition here. It could also mean with the Six of Cups in the reverse, for someone here, there may be someone leaving, someone exiting your life at this time. This could be a friend. It could be, and I'm not thinking death. I don't see the death card. If it comes out, then I might lean to that way for some of you, but it feels like someone having to either move away or there may be a conflict where they leave. I just feel like someone exiting. Ooh, oh my gosh, did you see that? This is the death card. I pulled this card out and it pulled the death card with it. What was I just saying? It's in the reverse though. Okay? It's in the reverse. So I'm thinking on the lines. The death card can be about endings of some sort. And it jumped out in the reverse. I'm going to put it with this card because that's where I was feeling it coming from. But it's in the reverse, guys. So I'm feeling like this is them telling us, because I was like, it could be, but he came out in the reverse. I feel like this is not about death. I think it's just about someone, a relationship of some sort ending. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but if you love the person as a friend or whatever too, this may apply. But I feel like this is telling me and you that is not a death, so don't worry about that. They won't want you to worry about that. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse. This is within the reverse. I feel like this is a no. If and it was funny because I pulled out this. I feel like the aces in the reverse are no's, in the upright yes, no, and the death card pulled out at the same time in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody wanted to. Oh, I don't want it to be a death. Okay, when I was saying that, I feel like that's just answering someone. Oh, wow, crazy. But I love it when it happens on camera. It's not like it fell to the floor and I had to pick it up. So anything could have happened in between there, right? It literally came out while you're watching. Wow. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is a self-imposed restriction, right? This is keeping yourself from doing something out of fear. Maybe fear of not succeeding or whatever. It is in the reverse. I feel like I'm gonna put this right here because I feel like there's a you may have had a fear of being, could be a fear of being a mother or a father, fear of maybe I feel like don't let this hold you back. I want to tell someone, I feel like someone may find out they're going to be, I feel like a father. Finding out that, and then this fear strikes you, right? And this is saying don't let it. Don't let the I feel like there's a chance of running. So just be not that you want to, not but you feel like you wouldn't be a great parent, or maybe you have the fear of being a parent. Interesting. I do feel like this is aiming at a male, though. What else is going on here? Is there anything else before I move on? The Gemini. Okay, that's it. We have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, overshadowing the read. I do feel like there's something I feel like that's something from the past that was a tower incident. It's overshadowing this read. Something coming back in, something coming back around, or you, maybe your mind will be, this is about this not being distracted by some things. I do feel like I feel like for somebody, this is about this traveling thing, this wanting to go somewhere. Maybe this is being a fear of maybe you shouldn't keep the negativity back from your mindset, because you are going on this trip. You are going to finally get to do something that it's something that you wanted to do, something you've planned for years possibly. I feel like there's been many attempts, and the tower is representing to me within the reverse, past tense, something from the past that's causing you to have fear about what's going. This might be this person here too. If you are someone who is, if ends up finding out, remember to take the energy from now to a few weeks out. You might not know about this yet. This a child possibly that has been conceived, and you get told during this time. So just be very aware of that if you're a male, and you have had relations, protected or unprotected, depending. You know, that doesn't always protect you. I feel like something's going to come about, and you're going to, this fear of something that happened in the past makes you feel like you can't, may make you feel like you can't be a good parent or be a good, you know, but you will. Okay? All right. Let's pull some cards for clarity here for you, Gemini. What else for Gemini? Okay. We have, and they jumped out over here, we have the Five of Swords. And if you look at this Five of Swords in this deck, he's got like a little a raven or whatever in his ear, like a negativity, like gnawing away. And you see he's got a headache from it almost. I do feel like this is keeping you from being, see, this is you in the background here. That is you being victorious, hands raised in victory, okay? Don't let anything gnaw away at you and make you feel like you can't be something. It could be a father. It could be a good parent. It all, you know, I'm leaning on the father side with it. That's why it keeps coming out that way, but it could be a mother as well. Maybe you're afraid to be that. There may, you know what may happen here? Someone may, I feel like someone, this tower may represent, I just felt this, like, it's like one of those things, like I said, like you feel something for a split second. That's how I do my reads as well. I pull on that. For a second, I thought, you may be afraid, this fear that you have that has kept you from great relationships in the past because someone had children already, okay? And you weren't ready for that. You weren't ready for family. You liked the single life, or you liked just the pair of you. This may be you falling in love with someone who has children, who already has children, okay? Wow. And this may be why relationships have not happened in the past. That's why there's a tower here in the reverse. In the past, you ended relationships because of children being involved, okay? This could be male or female. It doesn't matter. It could be anyone. It could be anybody. You may have been like, you know, could be someone who says they don't like children, right? But I feel like there's a powerful force pulling you towards this person, and they may have children, okay? You have the Four of Swords here as well. The 4 and the 5. Well, the 4 is about respite. The 4, see the heart is in there with her. She's resting. She's really taking a step back and healing from something. This could be childhood trauma, I want to say, for someone. This may, things that you went through when you were young may be affecting your thinking of whether you could be a good parent, okay? Not sure of it. Okay, maybe that's why you shunned relationships with people who had children, or people who wanted children with you. I feel like this is done now. I feel like this is, you are realizing there may be therapy involved with somebody here. Not everybody, but you may be realizing this going through therapy, that this is why it's something from the past affecting things now, okay? Okay, anything else for Gemini? We have the Queen of Cups. And I feel like that is, you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of, I feel like this is saying you definitely would be a very good parent, okay? or if that's what a fear is of yours, that it wouldn't be a good life. I feel like there's some love going on here that's causing this flip-flop of your emotions and stuff. Okay. This sacrifice might also be about you sacrificing some of your freedoms to be with someone who has children, or someone that comes to you and says that they're with child for you. Okay, just saying. Okay, at this time I'm going to pull from another deck. If you have any other questions besides what we've went over here, this would be the time to ask them out loud to yourself, whatever, and whatever comes out, I'll tell you how it's making me feel. Okay, and hopefully it will answer your questions. If not, it wasn't meant for you to get the answer just yet. Other things may have had to happen. Whoa. Okay. Right off the bat, we have the Fool. This energy came out all together. These cards, there's 5 of them. They're coming together here to for one answer. Okay, we have the Fool card here. Going somewhere, going out on a limb, taking risks at this time, possibly. I do feel like there's a big change coming here for you. I feel like, there's doing some things, or being with someone that you didn't think you'd ever be with here. You have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like, I'm still going back to this either childhood trauma, or the way you were brought up, or something to do with something that happened to you when you were young. And I feel like it hurt you. Whatever it was, somebody just, it just wasn't. It could be a past relationship even, where it did not work out. Maybe because of the children the person had, or what have you. I just feel like it's you taking a risk. Even though you have this pain sitting on your, this birdie in your ear, telling you that this isn't the situation for you, I think you're still going to go for it. We have the King of Cups. Now we have the King and the Queen, different decks. That signals to me, powerful couple energy, definitely. Wow. We have the Page of Coins, or the Page of Pentacles in the reverse here. This is a message of clarity here. I feel like I feel like your focus is being thrown off here with this person, because you are like either soulmate energy, or wow. This may be someone that you did date in the past, with this Tower overlooking this. It could be someone that you had a relationship with and it didn't work out. Maybe they had a small child or small children at the time. I feel like this is years later, or a few years, whatever. I feel like the children are older here, and I feel like you reconnect with this person, and you had a good connection with them, but you shunned away from it because of the fear of not being able to be a good parent, or maybe you at the time were frivolous with your time, and you partied it up, whatever, and now you're settling. Your mind is settling down. You're becoming more mature, and you're more focused on the things at hand here. Okay, you have the Hermit ending this. I feel like you're going to see yourself in a new light, okay? You're going to see yourself being able to... I'm looking at this grandpa, okay? Wow. Okay. We're going to leave that at that. Wow. A lot of you... I do feel with this clairvoyance that we started with, this could be about being able to see things better. Trust that everything will work out to the benefit of all. And I feel like you guys, there is a slightness. That's why I feel like it's all going to turn positive. It's all going to turn out good for you, okay? Doesn't matter about whatever happened in the past with this Tower. I feel like there's positivity flowing in at this time. All right, we have Love at the top of this deck. I didn't even notice until right before I started. Okay, let's pull a grace card or two to close your read here, Gemini. I just, for an inkling just now, I felt when I looked up at this sacrifice in the clairvoyance, I feel like somebody may have had a dream about having a child and you don't have children. I feel like you and your partner, you could be married, you could be just being a long-term relationship. I feel like there's a possibility that you haven't had children yet because you were both focused on careers, and at this time you're beginning to think about having children, okay? And this could be this whole, but you had a vision or a dream about being a mother or father, and this is you sacrifice time for your career, okay? Or you need to sacrifice whatever it is you've worked hard for up until now, to Gemini, because you're beginning to feel that clock ticking, okay? We have partnership. God speaks to us through people. We are ambassadors of grace for one another. I suddenly got this feeling, if you are this person that relinquished yourself from a relationship that would have gone very well in the past, I feel like if it comes back in here, and they do have children involved, that this child is going to say something to you, okay? That's going to really flip your heart at this point, okay? Wow. And at the top of the deck now is trust. Trust the way you feel. Don't let it scare you. I feel like some of you may be afraid and want to do that run again. But I feel like you need to stick it out because this person, you got a king and queen of cups, man. There's emotional ties with the two of you. Wow. All right, Gemini, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.